If you've ever watched your child walk away towards their future, your heart simultaneously swelling with pride and breaking with loss, then you already know this story. It doesn't matter that the parents in this case are Kelly, Ripa, and Mark Consuelos, beloved fixtures of our morning television routine. Strip away the fame, the bright lights, and the co-host titles, and what you have is something profoundly, beautifully human. Two parents navigating the universal ache and beauty of letting go. This is the heartfelt update you didn't know you needed, a story that reminds us that behind the glamorous facade, celebrities feel, they hurt, they heal, and they hope, just like the rest of us. If you're new to this beautiful family's journey, consider this your invitation to connect. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because stories this genuine have a way of touching your soul when you least expect it. For decades, we've felt like we've known Kelly and Mark. We've watched their love story unfold, from young, smitten newlyweds to powerhouse co-hosts and doting parents to their 3 children, Michael, Lola, and their youngest, Joaquin. Their family life wasn't a hidden, separate thing. It was woven into the very fabric of their public lives. We saw the baby bottles backstage at the studio, heard the anecdotes about school projects, and watched as their kids quite literally grew up in the extended family of the show's cast and crew. It felt relatable. It felt like a version of our own lives, just with a bigger audience. But time, as it always does, moves forward. Children grow up and family dynamics shift. As of 2025, Joaquin is 22 years old. He's not the little boy holding his parents' hands backstage anymore. He's a young man, building his own life, making his own decisions about where to live, what to do, and most importantly, who he wants to be. And recently, in a moment of breathtaking vulnerability on Live with Kelly and Mark, Kelly let us all in on a pivotal chapter of this journey. She shared the story of a recent dinner she had with Joaquin, not just any meal, but their first official mother-son dinner date. You could feel the shift in the studio air as she began to speak. This wasn't a scripted segment. This was a mother's heart laid bare. Over that dinner, they didn't just make small talk. They really talked. The kind of deep, soul-stirring conversation every parent dreams of having with their adult child. They spoke about life, future plans, and what's next. And then Joaquin shared his news. He told Kelly and Mark that he's thinking of moving out, perhaps to New York or Los Angeles. After 4 years of living at home, he explained, he feels the call to spread his wings, to truly get away and build a life that is entirely his own. For any parent, famous or not, that moment hits different. It's a seismic shift in the foundation of your family. It's the culmination of every sleepless night, every scraped knee you kissed, every homework assignment you helped with, every lesson you tried to impart. You spend 2 decades pouring all your love and guidance into this tiny human, praying they'd grow up to be independent and strong. And then one day, over a plate of food, they look you in the eye and show you that they have. And it's utterly terrifying. Kelly admitted it was a shock, a complex cocktail of immense pride and a very real visceral pain. Because while they raised him, nurtured him, and watched him grow up in the comforting, familiar glow of the family bubble, letting him go requires a different kind of love altogether. It's a love that is selfless, brave, and trusts so deeply it aches. This is the part of the story where fame becomes irrelevant. This is the moment millions of us in living rooms across the world connect with. The day your child says, "I'm grown now. I have to find my own path." That dizzying mixture of pride and fear and longing and overwhelming love, it's a language spoken by every parent's heart. It's the quiet tears shed after dropping them off at college, the empty chair at the dinner table, the sudden silence in a once bustling house. What makes Kelly and Mark's sharing of this moment so powerful isn't the celebrity, it's the stunning authenticity. It's real. It reminds us that even behind the bright lights and cameras, there are hearts that ache and love with the same ferocity as our own. Parents who have to learn to unclench their hands and open their arms, even when every instinct tells them to hold on tighter. For Joaquin, this is the brave, exhilarating step into his own story. For Kelly and Mark, it's the start of a new chapter for them too, the empty nest chapter, a phrase that can sound so lonely. But in their case, it's also a chapter filled with hope, deep respect, and an abiding love that has only matured and deepened over time. And the most beautiful part of the story happened once the camera stopped rolling. According to a source backstage, the moment they cut to commercial, Kelly immediately turned to Mark. She wasn't thinking about ratings, PR statements, or trending clips online. In that moment, she was simply a wife, seeing the same complex emotions in her husband's eyes. She leaned in and told him, "You don't have to be strong for everyone. You just have to be honest, and I'm with you no matter what this is." That right there is the real story. It's not just about parents letting a child go. It's about a partnership that remains the steady anchor through every storm and every season of change. It's a reminder that after the kids fly the nest, the love that started it all is still there, strong and waiting, ready to write its next beautiful chapter together. Their journey reminds us all that growing up isn't just for kids. It's for parents, too. And sometimes the bravest act of love is simply setting them free, trusting you've given them the wings to fly, and having the one you love by your side to watch them soar.